Hello and welcome to the Week 11 update for the Merchants of Me. Thanks again, Gabriel, for covering last week while I was sick. Today is 1-29. This week we had 17 commits from 3 different contributors, which brings our lifetime commits to 169 from 9 total lifetime contributors, and we just finished week 11 of 18. This week we had Chris L. coming in and adding event cards for towns to pay more for various resources, and he also disabled the hover for tiles that were outside of your range if the 1 tile per move is on. Kyle came in and added the project window stretch mode, or I guess tweaked that. He added a sound effect for if the player clicks outside of the range that they can move, building off of what Chris had made, and then cleaned up over 40 debugger messages and some various code cleanup. I went through and added our last resource, which is silver, added the resource destruction, so now there cannot be duplicated resources on the same square. Also added resource spawning into our board card deck, and added the city lockdown into our board card deck. So let's jump on over here to the demo. We're just going to go ahead and start from the beginning. So here we have our sweep that we had from last week. We'll go ahead and maximize this here, and we will do new game here. So let's see. Currently we have the 1 tile per move is active. So now if we try to click out way over here, we can't do anything. Whoops. I think I clicked right on 5. Oops. But you can still hear in the background that little thumping noise indicating that we cannot move over there. So let's go ahead and hit end turn here. And you should see some resources spawning on the screen right down here. And the board card that we had, a merchant let slip of resources in the desert, so we spawned salt and incense. And there's more salt and incense that's on the board. And let's see here. If we were to try to head over here, again, we cannot do that. So let's go ahead and turn that off. And we'll just head over in this direction here. And we can step into this town and we can still see our little menu over here. And I may have cheated a little bit here to rig the deck, but the next card that we should get shows a lock on here because a nearby mountain lions are circling the city. So Vine River is locked down for 3 turns. So now there's this lock icon here, and it's sort of built into the lore of mountain lions next to the mountain ranges. So you can still enter the city, I think. There we go. But you cannot open up this menu anymore because the city's on lockdown, so you're not buying or selling any resources. So I think that is where we are currently at for the game. So let's jump on over to our Trello here. We have a couple of bugs that didn't quite get through for this week, and we have a couple of audio elements that might drag itself forward in the next week. This week we're going to keep on adding some more event cards, a little bit more audio work, and some more bug fixing. We also moved quite a few tasks into the chopping block / like to have category. So this would be like the merchants going between, or having the UI for like the merchant fleet. The board should be small enough that we can just sort of navigate through the board that way, changing the values of goods between the various cities, and a couple of various effects that we want to have in there. So they can still be worked on, but they're not essential to the core element of the game anymore. So that is our weekly update for the Merchants of Me.